This be good for anybody? It lowers the armor damage, but oops, told it. Okay, so he can use that. All this junk. No. You around? Huh. Better quality, but still not better. We should stay in this part so you don't have to go back and forth between. Kinda sad it is worse. It's such a good neck, but it's also like healing, not mana regen. Oh, it's mage melee combat Murphys. It's both. In this case. How are you doing, Murphys? How's the WoW grind going?
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Armor can be a little bit weird.
I have come to inform you of the existence of a secret camp. created by the Inquisitors of the Ordo Luminis. From what we know, they abduct natives and take them there to torture them and convert them by force. And those who refuse to renounce their faith, despite their suffering, are shot in cold blood.
How does the Inquisition
Yeah,
still
I'm doing
dare
good
to
today,
take
thank
action?
you.
You'd think that what happened to them because of their overzealous ways would have taught them a lesson. In any case, if the natives came to you to complain, we must intervene.
In that case, we should act fast, Your Eminence. Because one of these native clans is getting ready for an assault. They managed to find the camp and are gathering their troops.
I implore you to dissuade them, Your Excellency. It is our duty to fix this situation. I wouldn't want the natives to think that we were letting them suffer without doing anything. Since you seem to know all the details of this matter, will you agree to lead my troops?
You want me to lead the offensive on this bastion of the Inquisition?
Yes. Of course, you would be leading a troop of guards, which I will immediately put at your disposal. Go to the barracks and show this mandate to the quartermaster. He will ensure that you are provided with the men you need. As for me, I pray the Enlightened will guide you in this terrible task.
Long time is left. Wish you could like just stay, make it wait here 4 hours. No. Some quests you can do it and some not. Yeah, but this is the well, there's different factions in this game. I have to wait still 4 hours. Let's see how long we can rest for here. Dawn. Sure they could. Queen Elizabeth did it well. In England. That's just because that's your dream world, Marcus. Yeah, you get him, Leela.
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting
You're in trouble
your
now,
arrival.
Murphys.
Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your achievements and telling me about the incredible discoveries you've made.
These relics shed a new light on the last years of our founder.
Send your cats
it all
on him,
demonstrates
Leela.
that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals, merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary. But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There is no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any. The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaig. These guardians usually protect sacred places and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time. We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent San-Matheus without a doubt. He is depicted with his chaplet. In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, his face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the Enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
Oh my god, it needs 3 intuition.
It seems that you only see the
See, it just
negative
works.
aspects of this discovery. But the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them. Something no other nation has managed to achieve before.
What good is such an approach if our nation has fallen into chaos?
I would also like to inform you that a member of the Ordo Luminous was part of the expedition. He tried several times to sabotage it, even killing many of his colleagues for it, and finally attacked us as we were preparing to join San-Matheus.
You'd have thought that the remaining members of the Order would go to such extremes. But I fear these attacks are just a reflection of what will happen if your discoveries are made public.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Matthias shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political.
Oh, I would say men
yet
do
your
worse
words
than
seem
what
sincere.
she has done to
You
Murphy's.
give me something to think about. Thank you.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
I understand your doubts about the future that will inevitably be caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Matthias.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your
Yeah.
Excellency, I thank you for the help you have
That's
given us.
usually what I think about
Your sincere
politicians.
insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency. Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
Okay, that was a lot at once. wonder why I got the key to the prisons. I think that would be that part. You already been everywhere here, so but okay, let's see what we have now then for side quest. Oh yeah, we also have that one, but let's do this one first, and then we come back here and see what we can do.
All of our products are a blessing from the enlightened. Don't hesitate to have a rummage.
See if he has a better nick.
Goodbye.
A better cloak either.
Always keep you.
You're supposed to find a cure for disease that's killing people on our home island or home. So what we're trying to find is how this island can cure this disease that we are having.
And what can I do for you?
Here. The Mother Cardinal gave me this mandate for you to supply me with some troops.
Everything looks perfectly in order. May I ask you what this is about?
Some members of the Ordo Luminous built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Thélème and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these Inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. Do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way. And... Soldiers! The Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of His Excellency, de Sade. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of His Excellency without question. For Thélème, for the Guard, fight with honor!
Enjoy your food, Memphis.
Comrades, pack your bags. We're leaving at once.
Fight with honor!
For the coin and the enlightened.
Do, do, do. Well, let's see how we will survive this attack then. Me running the wrong way. Doo-doo-doo.
We're almost at the camp of the Solasser. Should we wait here for the moon to rise?
Yes, let's.
Our men are ready, Your Excellency. They're awaiting your orders.
Perfect. Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
Understood, Your Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
So, this is the place where the Ordo Luminis stain their hands with blood. May they be struck by the Enlightened.
There's no turning back. I hope that you're all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We are behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near-simultaneous assaults. The first larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion. Are you ready for the assault?
We're ready, Your Excellency.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you're in position. Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the Inquisitors kill them all. We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to these cells. Wait here for now. We're still fighting outside.
Captive registry. This registry lists the captives were or are still detained in the camp. There are no names, only short descriptions and an estimation of their age. It also describes the way they were treated and whether they were converted or returned to the light. The latter are by far the most numerous.
Good day.
Okay. List of Inquisitors involved in the secret camp. This notebook, probably intended for the camp guards, lists all Inquisitors who have the right to enter the secret camp. The name of Father Claudius is in there, along with many other names which are unknown to you, but would certainly interest Mother Cardinal Cornelia. Okay, I guess we should go upstairs maybe?
Protect me in this battle!
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now.
This count book lists all the spendings of the Order Luminis, including those related to the secret camp, its construction, and its operating cost.
We're done here. Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
Move, Petrus.
Protect me in this battle!
I need help.
Awful. These prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
Maybe some new gear.
How did the battle go for you?
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Congratulations. And we were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive. I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry, the Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat.
Okie dokie.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
We managed to dismantle the Ordo Luminis' camp, Your Eminence. And while we were there, we gathered proof of their exactions.
Those wretched fools! How dare they challenge me a second time? I will make sure that a decree is published so that their order is now forbidden on this island.
The guards served you well, and bravely followed your orders.
They will be thanked and rewarded for it. But it is to you, Your Excellency, that I express my deepest gratitude. Without your intervention, Thélème as a whole would have appeared as a monster in the eyes of the islanders.
It was my pleasure, Mother Cardinal.
Okay. Travel to inform Deadred, and then we're gonna see about maybe doing Petrus quest. Wonder what that kind of implication will do though, because that will make her put her in a bad light now though. Well, let's check what we got here now. Oops. Can't use them. Might be an upgrade. Let's see. Yeah, let's see the ones who can use these stuff. Upgrade. We definitely upgrade for Kurt. See here then. That won't be an upgrade, will it? Even with me upgrading it. Might be an upgrade for him. That'll probably be an upgrade then. Moves all the elemental rest. Too bad, unfortunately. More elemental rest and one more invite vigor, but I don't need that, so. Okay. Do some crafting real quick. Well. If we can do the maximum now, let's see what we have. Physical damage and fury. We have physical. Maybe I should get some more. Probably have some more armor damage, I think. Okay. And let's see what we do about armor. That's nice, more of fury. Good, good. Oh boy, now we have a lot to craft. Fury. No, come on. Sword. Guess it is better even with that. Oh. One. Okay, do these because this is what I'm gonna bring with me right now. He's on pure iron ore, I see. Probably have that so they get poison res. Need to buy dun, dun, dun. That's not much. I'm gonna have to start these recycle items, hopefully, and get some. Requires 2. I need to buy more pure iron. Got some there. There, nice. Let's make sure I have emblems for each. Low ones, but better than nothing. Take that, poison resistance. Okay, we can use it. Let's see. Curtain. missing one. Some refine there, luckily. No, it's pure that I need. On it. Two. Or. None. Okay. And we're back to not be able to do it. We need to buy some pure ones. Yeah, there's a lot to do with upgrading all the gears on every character and keeping them up. And you have to make sure they get friendly, because then you get a bonus from them.
What do you seek?
I have come to tell you that we have taken care of the Inquisitors and set the camp's prisoners free.
You thought we weren't capable of fighting the Soul Lasser and of freeing our people?
That's not it. I thought it was my duty to inform the woman who represents Taleme here of the situation. She's the commander of the Soul Lasser, and she was furious when she heard about their actions. She made a point of punishing them herself, and of having your people set free as a token of good faith.
I understand. She's proven a respectable queen. And you have proven an ally. I thank you for your help on Almanawi. From now on, you have our gratitude and our trust. From this day forward, you are a Garant of our clan. Anything more?
No.
I need to be going.
Seg.
-1 + 4 + 3. Yay! We managed math. Code for me. Okay, let's see now then. That's that side quest done. These two, they happen when they happen. Okay. I'm supposed to talk to you. Don't go away from me.
Are you ready to put our plan against the Mother Cardinal in motion?
It's a complicated plan, but an effective one. Let's put it in motion.
Let's go back to the San-Matheus bookmaker. Your skills seem to interest him.
Whee! Let's see if he has any to buy now. You're 7 now all of a sudden. Okay. We have to do this. We need to get Kurt. Dump Siora. Kurt gave me crafting +1, so the gloves gives me +1, so that means I max it all out without having to put another point in it. I should probably recycle these two then. Even that one, I think. Let's see. Let's go. You're all done, right? Castle of Footsies needs some. Go. He's all done. Or they all are done now. Okay. Go. We're sticking with Petrus and Kurt. Yeah. Let's go to the arena and have some fun. Hopefully. Not get our butt kicked.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I want to challenge the champion of the arena.
A champion? Really? Now, you were asking about Candy Cane. It wouldn't be him that sent you here by any chance.
No, no one has sent me. I'm looking to make a reputation for myself.
Ah, that sounds better. You know that in order to attain supreme glory, there are a few rungs on the ladder. None of my champions will make a trip to fight against someone barely known.
Even if I promise that the spectacle will be worth the journey.
No one cares about promises. Prove yourself in the arena and win at least the third challenge, and people will start to listen to you.
Very well. We'll see each other again soon.
At least you have the right attitude. That's summit.
I will leave you alone until your reputation in the arena is established. There's no point in me following your trail for days.
Yes, that's wiser. It could take some time.
Let me know if you need me.
Of course, Petrus.
Okay. Well, we've done 1 and 2 already, so why not? Let's do number 3 then. Go with Petrus and... Yeah.
Ready to excite the crowd?
Sure.
Perfect. As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in. Here for your greatest pleasure, our team of instruments. Once again, they are here to kick up the
More bats! Yay! We're going bat crazy. Now there's a queen. Let's go! Charge!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won.
Hey.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity. Well, come back again soon. Ready to excite the crowd?
Let's go for challenge 4. I want to see what it is now.
Perfect. As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in.
Let's see what it is.
You've grown to love their faces.
Okay.
You know their tactics. The excellents are back, and they are now more determined to fight to win with all their hearts.
Protect me in this battle! Our enemies! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Okay. They were easy because they were all vulnerable to magic. These be a bit rougher. We need to kill the 3 in the back first because they spit poison. Okay. Ja. Hey, Yeah, we're gonna do this now. That's not what I wanted to hit.
Things are about to get dicey.
What the? Weird one.
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for the 5th one and final.
A pity. Well, come back again soon.
Okay. Probably could, maybe. I would just wonder what the 5th and final would be, though. It would probably be those poisonous bull ones. Okay.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
Time to feed the royalties.
I've done what you asked. Can I have my fight now?
I have to admit that you've surprised me. You have technique and style, and the public does love you. Let me think. There is Briscard, one of our old champions. It's been a while since he fought, but he did ask me to set something up for him. He's not a youngster anymore, but his name is known, and he's a killer. I'm warning you.
This Briscard sounds like the perfect opponent.
A deal! I'll work on getting things ready for the combat and line up the betting. Until then, make sure you're ready. It'll be a duel. Your friends will need to stay in their seats. As soon as you're ready, you'll just need to go and see the arena master.
We should go and see Candy Cane so he can set up our deal. So when you win, she will lose her bet.
Hey. Will he only be there at night again? Let's see if he's there now.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us...
Yeah, I know, but I was hoping I wouldn't have
That's
to
true.
go back
You're
and
right.
sleep.
Let's come back later.
Damn, she doesn't look like a native anymore. Could have waited over there if it was only 11 minutes. It's like 11 seconds in the game.
Maybe enlightenment will take me in this battle. To my death to the others! Engulf our enemies.
Was these bandits tonight around? Maybe another round on them here, I think.
What do you want this time?
Let's see if Petrus can manage this.
Why so defensive? Petrus, you have a proposal to make, I believe.
That's right. I've thought of a little scheme that could make us all very rich. You know me, so you also know I'm quite clever, and that my ideas are always fruitful.
You have a reputation of being a first-class manipulator.
Wait, at least listen to our proposal.
You really take me for an idiot. Gentlemen, teach them not to mess with me again.
Okay, let's try the other part first and see if it works. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to kill them, I guess.
You again?
I have a very lucrative proposal for you. You know that I have to fight against the champion.
Everyone knows. You were expected to lose in 1 minute.
I'm well aware of that. I know my opponent is too strong for me. But let's suppose my opponent draws out the fight a bit. For the beauty of the battle, of course.
I'm starting to see what you're alluding to. This fight don't interest me. The odds against you are so high, I wouldn't get much out of it. But if we make all the gamblers lose, by letting you hang in there a little longer,
we could win a nice little nest egg.
Organizing this would entail some costs for me. It's better to add a bonus. Without the bonus, there's no deal. If you pay me in advance, you won't be tempted to play any tricks. So, get your wallet out.
Negotiate?
We can definitely reach a deal, but we would have to renegotiate the odds.
Absolutely not. You're not in a position to negotiate. You need me too much.
I'd have a really good think about it if I were you. I may not be a champion, but you know I have a certain reputation in the arena.
Is that a threat?
Oh, come
Gentlemen,
on. Don't wanna
teach this imbecile a lesson.
I don't wanna fight and kill them. Okay. So we just go ahead and pay the 250 now.
You again?
I have a very... I'm well aware, but let's...
I'm starting this fight, but if we make...
We could
organize... If you pay me...
If this seals our deal, it's worth it. Here.
Excellent. Don't you worry now. Everything will be fixed for the fight. I think that one of my special clients will also be interested in our little arrangement.
Be careful not to tell too many people, so that the odds don't drop too low.
And 24. And those three were probably being quicker than trying to sneak by now. Okay. Waving your hands and arms in the air for. Wait a few seconds here. Not too long though. I wonder if I'm gonna go full magic or not. I guess. Wait half a minute. Gobbling down that big bottle, boy.
Ready to excite the crowd? Ah, there you are. I was told you'd be taking on one of our old champions. Are you ready for the fight? Beware. Contrary to the challenges, this combat must be fought alone. Your friends must remain in the stands.
Yes, I am ready.
So, jump into the arena, and may the better fighter win.
Well, buddy, looks like you're gonna have a bit of a rough time. Oh, you almost hit me. Nice pose. What a look. Looking up the ceiling and boop.
What a brilliant spectacle. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. It wasn't easy.
And here are your winnings from the combat.
Wasn't easy.
You've earned them.
Bravo! A glorious victory, which is made all the sweeter by double compensation.
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelius seems to do you wonders.
That is true. Politics is an extremely subtle game, and just as satisfying as fighting in an arena.
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment every bit as much as I will.
Good thing you met with her before and made it all good, though. I wonder how this is gonna turn out. Yeah, solo like that with just a person, they have no chance of winning. It's like I can just freeze them, hit them, freeze, hit all the time, so... Or stasis, I should say. I just wonder how this is gonna go, though. Just hope we won't lose the friendly status. You're friendly with them right now, and friendly with the... You haven't done much with the coin or with the bridge alliance yet, so...
Lord de Sardet. And you, Petrus. What can I do for you?
We have come to offer our support. We have learned that the arena was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
Will you just let him believe that I would lose?
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans, am I right? I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to admit defeat. What do you want from me?
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine. Is that clear?
Is that what you're expecting? Ah, but I'm sure that this sly old fox has something else in mind, right? You hope that I'll support you when you court the rank of cardinal. You haven't learnt your lesson, then? Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus, what is she talking about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened. It's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's him.
No, please.
Well, since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child. Your real mother.
My mother? Petrus, is this true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay. That's where I met her. She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You knew that my uncle lied to me, and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely alone.
Why talk to others about it, then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden with someone.
At the time, you were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have broken your vows. Ah, damnation. It's better out in the open. I've wanted to tell you about it since I met you. Now that you know, I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island. The prince sent you here to use you. But I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have used me for your scheming and kept me in the dark.
I understand how you feel, my child. Let's wait a little, until you've taken it all in. Time heals the wounds of the soul. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you. You no longer have the upper hand.
Be careful, de Sade. You now see the real Petrus, sly and opportunistic.
Still not friendly? Oh, come on. Oh, Kurt has something.
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors?
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the Guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San-Matheus.
Okay, let's do it.
This quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raynor and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San-Matheus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
Remember that we are talking about San-Matheus. We should get rid of your major in broad daylight.
What kind of twisted scheme have you come up with now, old fox?
We need to ensure that he falls into the hands of the Ordo Luminous. They love burning people at the stake, and they don't care too much about who ends up in the flames.
The Inquisitor isn't very fond of us. I doubt we'd be able to convince him.
Haven't I taught you anything, my child? Every man has his weaknesses, including Aloysius. I could help you convince him if you'd like.
I hate those burnings. But Herman, he may be the only one who really deserves it. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the Guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then, agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
Eh? I'll take the fast travel. What the?
And death to the others!
Like these again.
Greetings!
Yeah.
So,
Need to hear your.
To New Sérène.
let's
Let's go.
and death to the others!
And why these still counts for us? I mean, not like they have any chance. You have something in news for us, I see.
Ah, Your Excellency, I'm glad to see you. It seems there has been an unexpected development. The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained of supply problems on the island, and a customs sergeant who is seizing his shipments from the continent. Clearly, neither we nor the palace gave any such orders.
You suspect that these seizures are being used to supply the contraband?
It's the only logical answer.
And you wonder if Egon is involved? Very well, I will find out. No, thank you.
Oh, first we're gonna do this. This is the office.
Hello, Commander.
Lord de Sade. And Kurt, I believe I should be thanking you for my nomination.
It is your upright and honorable nature that won you this post, not I. Perhaps sometime in the future you'll curse me for having suggested your name.
I hope not. How can I be of service to you?
We are here to talk to you about a document we found in the training camp.
A letter, signed by Major Herman. He's behind all of this, Sieglinder.
Herman. Kurt, this is personal now. When will this story be finished? I could court-martial him, but you know how much certain people support him.
I know. He'd probably get away with it. Everyone loves the heroic Major. No, we thought of another way. The Ordo Luminis.
You want to have them burned as heretics?
If he'd been caught as Torsten's accomplice, he would have been drawn and quartered. Do you think that's any less painful?
I don't know if you came to look for my help or my blessing. You have both. But promise me that you'll stop seeking vengeance after this.
You have my word. We just need your help to find Herman. He's been hiding since the failed coup.
And you need help in the San-Matheus barracks. Talk to the corporal in charge of the prisons. I know him well. He's loyal. He's from the old school. If he can help you, he will.
It seems to me that the Ordo Luminis keeps its prisoners in the prisons of the Guard.
In fact, if you want to avoid drawing too much attention to yourself, you could bring Herman there directly. I'll write you a letter for the corporal. Here you go.
Thank you for doing this for me, Sieglinder.
You're welcome. And don't forget your promise, Kurt.
Oh, come on. I wanted to do the other side quest too, though. Didn't expect me being teleported over here instantly. Ah. Well, hello, little corporal.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Sir, Commander Sieglinder wrote this letter to you.
I wasn't expecting that. Even though I never really liked the Major, the Commander is asking me to do all I can to assist you in your mission. So, what can I do for you?
We're looking for the Major. We know that he was posted here.
Yes, and officially he still is. But I haven't seen him for some time. Following the coup, he was probably expecting us to go after him. The only people he may have told about his hiding place are his lieutenants. Those two are his henchmen.
I see. Well, We'll just have to go and interrogate them.
If we bring him to you, can you make sure he ends up in an Ordo Luminis jail?
Do you want to condemn him to the stake? That's a bit extreme. Listen, I can lock him up, but you'll have to find a way to keep my men from seeing him.
Why is that?
All the guards in the city know the Major. If they see him brought here, they'll want to know why. And they will surely take it out on the Inquisition, which could end badly.
You're not wrong, Corporal. What do you suggest?
If you bring me some sleeping potions, I could put the whole lot of them to sleep. When they wake up, they'll be ashamed of having slept through their watch. But that's better than spilling blood. Exactly. Come see me when you have enough. Anything else?
So you need sleeping potions, is that right?
Exactly. Come see me when you have enough. Anything else?
We should go.
Goodbye.
I had some before. Almost went through the wrong door again. I need... Vendor should have it. Or can I make them? Nope.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a...
What some of them are supposed to have it done? Only 3, I'm gonna buy it. I have to go back and get him.
Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Means I have to probably go back in New Sérène and get it. If I have it. Oh man, let's see. I thought I had it. I don't. Right. Or he would sell it. Let's see what happens if we talk to this again. Or... Really have to do that though? Do I have a with the science? Hope I could craft a sleeping potion. But nope. No, the banners are not here.
Greetings! Do you want to travel? So,
To New Sérène.
let's go.
Do 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 do. I mean, I did buy sleeping pills here before, so. Since I'm here, we can just do this.
What can I pour for you?
Manfred, the quartermaster of the barracks, told me about your supply problems.
And he sends you? Damn. I didn't think a legate would act in person, but it's nice to see that our problems are taken seriously. I'll explain. Alcohol has been scarce in New Sérène for quite some time. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that they're no longer able to supply taverns. I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned, but customs seized my goods.
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check that everything is in order. And now they tell me that they can't return my goods because they've been stolen. Can you believe it? If even customs are getting robbed, what hope do we have?
Huh. This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry. I'll go and see these customs officers and get this cleared up.
You have something.
Bertir, do you want to?
Let's see what you got then. Got nothing good, buddy.
You will always be welcome here. Oh, it's you on Olmenawi. Come and see. Oil received you.
Oh, it's a great...
Interesting.
One armor that fits you like
This
a
stuff
glove.
hasn't been upgraded though.
Come closer, good people. The cure is
There's this guy down here that we bought sleeping pills from before.
Are your boots warm? Welcome. It's such. Have you seen any?
Buy all. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Ah! Put it down. It's down there. Okay.
Customs Officer Alric. What can I do for you?
Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I've been told of some issues with customs. I would like some clarification.
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
I was told that a shipment from the continent bound for the tavern had been seized as a precautionary measure.
Yes, it's possible. We seize cargo sometimes to verify that all taxes to the town have been paid.
Randomly, without a prior formal order.
No, I don't know. Perhaps we received a complaint. That happens sometimes.
I suppose all entries are noted in your records.
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job. It was all routine.
I was informed that customs was robbed.
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Someone even stole personal belongings this time. Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but I lost the key. Probably on my way here.
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps because of a report, but you're not sure. Then that same cargo was stolen from you, along with other things in your custody.
Exactly, Your Excellency.
You are either the worst customs officer I've met or the biggest liar.
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. It's true, I should not have ordered this seizure. In fact, it was late and, counting the crates would have taken me hours. I decided to postpone it. In the meantime, the goods were stolen. It's unfortunate, but I'm not useless.
You haven't even informed the authorities of this robbery. This is all rather suspicious, Officer Auric. So I think it's necessary to conduct this inspection with a search.
Please, Your Excellency.
I'm sure the contents of this chest would be very informative. Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we could find the key that this scatterbrain has lost.
The thing is, I already looted that thing now. Loot. Not that we need it, but
So, were you satisfied with your inspections, sire?
Absolutely. I found this letter in your chest. The signature on it seemed very interesting.
I was sure I'd lost the key. I will explain. But I am trapped. And it's been like this for months. I am forced to pull off all kinds of tricks in order to settle an old debt.
Egon?
Yes, sir. Either I do what he says, or I lose my children. I've already paid off my debt 100-fold, but he maintains his hold over me. And now I have no choice but to obey when he asks me to divert larger shares of cargo.
Could you help me identify him?
I'd like to, but I've never met him. He gives me his instructions in writing, or sends his men. He wrote the letter you found, or at least I think he did.
I plan to put an end to this individual's activities, so anything you can tell me will be useful.
I hope you manage it, Your Excellency. For the sake of my children, maybe you could come to the meeting he's arranged tonight.
Do you think he will come in person?
I don't know. This is the first time I've received a notice like this. I fear he'll punish me for arousing the innkeeper's suspicions. He doesn't let anything get past him, you know.
Very well, I will come. If only to avoid you paying the price for your stupidity.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll meet you at the North Gate in the evening.
No offense to our new friend. I'm not sure this Egon will come in person. I'd be surprised if he'd bother moving just to lecture a small fry in his business.
Can we see? See if we can go up there and wait.
Ah, there you are. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
We have a meeting next to the quarry. As we are early, we should be the first to arrive.
Perfect. I'll hide until they get here.
He will certainly not come alone. I beg you, don't wait to intervene if things go wrong.
Be confident. I won't abandon you.
You should get in position. He'll be here soon.
My friend! I'm so glad to see you. Because you owe us some explanations, don't you?
Sir, let me explain. I wanted to do well. I was just a little rushed and...
Silence, fool! Not only have you been so clumsy with your handling that the quartermaster was informed, but in addition, you dared to plot with this legate, a noble that has already cost us dearly. Do you no longer love your children, Alric? You want us to get rid of them? Is that it?
No, Mr. Egon, I beg you. Don't hurt them. I didn't have a choice. The legate came for an inspection, but I didn't tell him anything. I swear.
It's a shame, Alric. Egon loved you, but would replace you with someone else soon enough. Someone smarter. Get rid of him. I don't want to hear from this little roach any longer. As for me, I'm leaving for Hikmet. Try to be discreet.
This legate doesn't seem willing to let go.
We're committed to protecting this man. If we're going to help him, we will probably lose track of our man.
What the? Okay. I don't know why I used weapon and she has used magic. Oh, what the? He died, huh? What? How I loaded up one for?
I don't want to die. Help! The assassin!
I owe you my life, Your Excellency.
Don't mention it. Alas, all this was useless. This man was not Egon.
I'm not sure that it's a person, Your Excellency. It may be the name given to the leaders of the gang. I don't know. But I will never be at peace until you arrest them, that's for sure.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. But how can I find this man now?
He said he was going back to Hikmet, which is where he sends the stolen alcohol. I'm sorry. I have not been completely honest with you. I could have told you that earlier, but I knew that without your protection, I would not survive. The deliveries are sent to a dispensary outside the town. No doubt to avoid arousing suspicion.
A dispensary? But what are they doing with all this alcohol?
I'm not sure, Your Excellency. But you'll no doubt find out if you go there.
Well, at least the fright Egon gave Auric managed to loosen his tongue.
Okay.
Greetings! To San-Matheus.
Let's go!
Let's go! Finish this one up before we do the other one. Great. Yeah, let's go and deliver the sleeping pills.
Yes? What can I do for you?
sleeping potion, I should say.
So you need sleeping potions, is that right?
Yes, to put my men to sleep. That would seem the best way of doing it.
Perfect. And then?
When you have your man, let me know, and I'll do the rest. Anything else?
We should go.
Goodbye.
Oh, now we have to go and talk to that little douchebag now. Go clean up in Alice.
What do you want now?
We have come to discuss something that concerns you.
Really? I'm listening.
We would like to draw your attention to a man who has confessed to terrible crimes.
Has he professed heresy? Venerated one of the demonic creatures worshipped by the savages?
Not exactly. He's responsible for many deaths, and was one of Torsten's supporters.
Who, as you know, was planning to overthrow your governor and take her place.
These truly are crimes. But they have nothing to do with the Ordo Luminis. You should denounce this man to our governor. I'm sure she'll be happy to have him drawn and quartered.
Unfortunately, this man has friends in high places. I doubt that we'll be able to convince the Mother Cardinal.
Politics. The curse of our society. I approve of your quest for justice, and I will help you as much as I can. I can't have your man publicly arrested without raising too many questions. But if you arrange for him to come to one of our jails discreetly, I'll make sure justice is delivered. The felon will receive the punishment he deserves on behalf of the glorious Enlightened.
May he always keep you in his divine blessing, Aloysius. You will soon find this man in your jail.
Anything else?
Nothing. It's all right.
Remember that the Enlightened is always watching you.
Now that everything is ready, we should go find these lieutenants.
Okay. Nah, you ran out of mana, so you have to use potions to refill your mana. You can cast again. I have a lot of mana potions. You don't see it now, it only happens when you get into combat. You have like so you have like magic, it's called. Nah, can't really trust him, but we don't have much choice right now. That's a fight here.
Soldiers! Everyone outside, that's an order!
But, Captain, with all due respect, you're not in our regiment.
We're supposed to stay here, Captain. We must guard the barracks.
I believe that the rank of Captain of the Guard counts regardless of regiment soldiers. Especially when the said captain reports directly to Commander Sieglinder.
If it's an order from the commander, we'd better obey, guys.
Oh, sorry, Captain. We didn't mean to disobey you. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Oh, now a little...
You're far from your regiment, Captain. What do you want?
We're looking for Major Herman. I was told you'd know where to find him.
The Major? He must be on a mission somewhere.
Don't play dumb with me, Lieutenant. I'd be sorry to see you arrested as an accomplice.
Listen, Captain. We really don't know what you're talking about. As for your threats, you're not our superior. You're not part of our regiment.
Yet we're here with your new commander's blessing. The Major is accused of treason. You'd better tell us where to find him.
Lies. The Major is a righteous man. We'd give our lives for him.
Really? Let's see you do it.
To my help, and death to the others!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
So, are you finally ready to tell us where we can find Herman?
We'll never tell you anything.
Stop! You might be ready to die for him, but I'm not. He's in a warehouse, on the port.
The traitor is probably getting ready to leave the island. What do you want to do with these two, Kurd?
Lieutenants, you're under arrest for now. Go to the commander. She'll decide what to do with you.
At your orders, Captain.
Let's find the Major before he escapes.
Do 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 do.
Protect me in this battle! To my help! And death to the others!
I wonder how we're gonna do this. We can put on this crappy one, I guess. Oh, I went. The warehouses, that was not the warehouses I was thinking. This one.
Here he is! What the... Kurt? It's been so long. How did you find me?
Does that really matter, Major? You're finally gonna pay for all your evil, your treachery, and your schemes.
Come with us, Major Herman.
If you think I'm gonna give up without a fight, you're wrong. Soldiers! Seize them!
To my help! And death to the others! Shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
No. What?
You shouldn't be surprised. After all, I owe my talents to you.
Let's lock him up. The Inquisitor will do the rest.
Ooh. No. Oh man. Heavy armor gear again. Major Herman's Judgment. Everything is ready for the commander's operation. The recruits were sent from Ghost Camp are perfect. Rolls did well. Someone warned the Mother Cardinal of the commander's plans. Many of our men were arrested and executed. I choose to leave the barracks. Those who support me could certainly prevent me from being sentenced to death, but the bigot's wrath is such that I would rather not take any chances. How far we have fallen. We dreamt of greatness, of cities belonging to us at last, and now I'm hiding in an old warehouse that smells of fish. Oh, wait. If there's anything out here, maybe? I can't go out there.
Kurt, are you all right?
Yes. Better than ever. You cannot even imagine how much I hated that piece of filth.
What did he do to you?
As you may have guessed, I suffered the same treatment as Raina. The only difference is that I survived, and there's even more. Believe me, I'm glad that these memories went up in flames along with that bastard. Thank you, Green Blood. Thank you for helping me as I go through all this. I'll never forget it.
Okay. Well, since we're here...
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwyn, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Norts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Norts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes. All this is so new to me, but I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
Oh, that's back. New Sérène again. Let's see who can use our gear first. I thought it was... I'm a bit confused. Didn't I loot the stuff in there? Oops. That's 1818, I think. Why doesn't it come up here for best go? So weird. A bit confused about this. Somebody's gonna want that, and somebody's gonna want that. Basket, they don't show up. What to do? Really confused over that part. I have like no resistance on this one though. Yeah, it's so weird it doesn't show up here just only for that character. Nope. It's like, what the heck? Okay, so who has the biggest upgrade here? Probably for Kurt, it seems like. Get him in my team then. What the heck is up with that? Get it. Somebody has any use for the gloves then? Maybe code 2. Vessel can see it. So odd. We can use them then. Didn't get that. So strange. Oh no, I have to have a cut. CJ. The rage is coming on. Let's see. Minor upgrade. Elemental rest, but reduces magical rest. Wait for him. course, is a helmet. Couldn't see on vast wider. So weird. Having a headgear. Okay. We're gonna do this one when we do the other. We're gonna go for the scholars. Oh wait. Yeah. It's bugs in the campaign, huh?
Greetings! Do you... So... To New Sérène. Let's go!
Wonder if I shouldn't switch out to... Might move Kurt now.
Oh, it's you, Onominawi! Come closer, good people. The cure is well. You'll find all you need in our mansion. Whatever you need to be.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Sérène. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency. We must shed light on this case.
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships. Of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions. And our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier-Fredy who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sardet?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
You're gonna do like switch characters a little bit then. I had a priest, but I'm gonna remove Kurt. Oh, let's do this one then.
Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sade, legate of the merchant congregation. And I'm sure you know my companion.
Vasco. Oh, do not worry. The seahorse is in good hands.
I'm sure, Reuben.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem of indiscretion in your ranks.
I see. I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
You told the Admiral that you suspect one of your crew members.
Indeed. The young apprentice sailor, Alba. A committed volunteer from Ptolemy. She only joined us a short time ago. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
What led you to these suspicions?
Well, the girl's behavior. She was very eager at first, very willing, almost too much. Then, suddenly, she became nervous. She isolated herself and did not speak to others. She's a recent recruit, which inevitably raised some doubts about her vocation. Sometimes I saw her hanging around my cabin. My papers were often disturbed. And since we've returned to port, she's almost never on board. Well, you can understand my concern, but you should probably talk to the other members of the crew. They may know something else.
Ultimately, your strong suspicion stems from the fact that she's sea-given.
A recent sea-given. She did not join us as a child. But you know how rare volunteers are, especially from Ptolemy. Did you want to know anything else?
Do you know what information she may have sent?
I don't know exactly what you know about our navigation methods.
Let's say that magic does not have much to do with it.
Oh, that's good though. Enjoying the stories.
Well, of course, she knows
is an
that
important
too.
part.
She saw some of our machines on board. And by searching through my papers, she could get even more sensitive information. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, Captain. Thank you.
Your Excellency.
I wasn't prepared for that voice.
See you again.
The pleasure is shared.
Captain.
Good day, Jonas.
What can I do for you?
I would like you to tell me anything you can about a member of your crew. Alba.
She joined our party recently, but I like her already. She works hard and is full of courage. You know, she is one of those rare naughts that joined of her own volition, and she did everything she could to become one of our own. Until we arrived here, she suddenly became distraught and frightened. It brought back memories.
Yeah, the stories and stuff like that is nice.
I'd like to ask her some questions.
No, I've not seen her for a while. Maybe at the tavern? She was playing cards there from time to time. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid I need to be going. Watch out for yourself.
Captain, Delighted to see you again. We've missed you. Your Excellency, it's a pleasure. What can I do for you?
We have a few questions to ask you, Flavio.
I'm all yours, Captain.
Can you tell me anything about Alba?
Oh, I don't know her very well. She only joined our crew recently. But she pulls her weight. You can't hold that against her. You might say she shows a little too much zeal even, at times. That being said, ever since we got here, I found her a little distraught. And you could even say nervous.
Would you know where I could find her?
No, I wouldn't. She missed roll call. Well, I hope she didn't do something stupid. These committed volunteers, we never know if we can trust them. Anything else?
Nope.
I need to be off. Perhaps we'll meet later.
Farewell, then.
Just that the combat can be a bit annoying.
Hey, happy to see you again.
And, you know,
How have
invisible
things been going
walls
for you
and
since
stuff
your
like
crossing?
Good, thank you. Even if I've got quite a list of errands to check off.
Then straight to it. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young woman going by the name of Alba.
I know her. She joined our crew at the same time as our new captain. Did you try the tavern? Don't give me that look there. I've kept from the bottle since that story with Jonas, you know that. No matter. When we're at dock, there's nothing much else to do. It might be that little Alba went there to take a look. Anything else?
I need to go. Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
I'm afraid these little secrets have not helped us a great deal. This Alba had just enlisted. She was happy, then changed her attitude. But is she a spy?
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
This time, you are going
if
too
these
far.
drunkards have one of their
I will
rows,
not let you
they'll
say
end up
one
in a
more
fight.
word. That's it.
Come on, gentlemen. Please calm down.
Who are you to give us orders? That's true. You want to see how tough? Oh, you don't know who you're messing with.
My child, I doubt that your job as legate involves managing fights between drunkards.
You better get out of here unless you want to end up in jail.
Oh, he thinks we'll allow that to happen. On guard, sir! On guard!
Protect me in this battle!
Your Excellency, such elegance. You really are honoring your uncle.
Downstairs. Oh, it's up.
What can I pour for you?
I'm looking for a young Naut. She goes by the name of Alba and sails on Captain Reuben's ship.
I wouldn't know who that is. Why don't you go and ask that fellow over there? He often shares a bottle with the sailors. He might remember your Naut. Anything else?
Nothing, thanks. I'm not
Hey, look at that! The upper crust coming to slum it at the tavern. How may I help you?
We're looking for a young Naut. She's part of Captain Reuben's crew.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. A girl who loses her pay with style. But I don't know where she is. She looked sad last time I saw her. Didn't have her head in the game.
Have you ever heard her talk about secrets or documents she would like to exchange?
Are you asking me if she's a spy? No idea, she told me nothing. But if that's why you're looking for her, I may have seen things that might interest you. I'm often mistaken for a drunkard, so they pay no attention to me. But I see everything.
Okay.
Tell me what you saw.
I'd like to tell you all that, but... my throat's a little dry, my friend. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you.
Oh my god.
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful. She's got a strong bite.
Oh, here you are again. More questions?
Tell me what you saw. This should quench your thirst. So,
there we go.
What did you see?
Well, returning late at night, I
Well, I get
spotted
the
a guy I'd
drunks on
seen
the
before
booze.
at the tavern. He often spent time with the Nauts, and he was in the street, fiddling with a stone, looking suspicious. So, I took a closer look when he left. I thought he'd stashed money or something, but no. There was a box under the stone, but there was no gold inside, just papers. They were messages, and from the look of the guy, they couldn't be love letters. Now, I don't know how to read, so I couldn't understand what it was about, but maybe those were your secrets?
Where is this hiding place?
Cross the bridge at the exit of the town. On the left, look for the stone. The box is underneath.
Thank you, soldier.
My pleasure, friend. Do you want to know anything else?
Nope.
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you.
Continue drinking, buddy. Let's see. Wait.
This stone must be the one the soldier told us about. Look, it hides a box.
It's a dead drop. It's suspicious, but it doesn't reveal any secrets or who uses it.
Well then, we'll have to catch whoever uses it red-handed.
Oh, I'm a little old for hiding in the bushes, but if that's what you want to do...
Perfect. We have a great view of the box from here.
Shall we wait here?
suspect in sight.
Can move. Okay.
He's only a messenger. We should follow him.
Well, gentlemen, what are you plotting?
Fool! They followed us!
But I was careful! I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and you have been caught plotting treason. So I suggest you talk. What do these messages contain, and what are they about?
You're wasting your time. I won't say a word.
Do you realize that you are suspected of espionage and conspiracy? Don't you think you better explain yourself?
Wait! I don't want to end up in jail. It's not about the secrets of the congregation. Let me explain. Some time ago, it was rumored that the secrets of the Nauts were for sale. My country was interested. So I started exchanging messages as you've been doing. The Naut who was willing to give up these secrets demanded a fortune. He also wanted to become a citizen. But we were only at the negotiation stage. For the moment, I have received nothing concrete. Just promises.
Who is the Naut you're talking to?
I've no idea. The messages were signed White Rose. But I doubt it's a real name.
Very well. You seem to be telling the truth.
Alba means white, Desarde, but it's a little unsubstantial.
And give me the message in your possession before leaving.
Very well. Here it is. Now, if you'll allow me, I will leave the town.
Okay. Let me see what it says, maybe? Doesn't say anything though. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a new captain that's a traitor.
Ah, Your Excellency. So, what did you discover?
There is indeed a spy among the Nauts, but the spy's identity remains to be proven. Take this. I have recovered this note, which seems to suggest that your secrets have been offered to several buyers. The Alliance citizen we met did not win the bid.
I knew it. My logbook has just been stolen, and of course Alba is missing. Do we really still need proof?
This book must be found at all costs before Alba sells it. Your Excellency, can we count on you once more?
I would like to help you, but this island is vast. How could I possibly hope to find it?
Alba is from Ptolemy. She probably took refuge in San-Matheus.
This reduces the search area a little. What do you say, Your Excellency?
This is a trail that deserves to be followed. I will keep you updated, Admiral.
Okay.